Hi, I am Pastor Daphne and I want to share a little faith with you. I was thinking about multiculturalism and diversity and how it's very trendy nowadays to say we have a multicultural community. And it is true that different generations count as different cultures in a way. And it is true that people who come from different backgrounds also count as different cultures. But I'm talking about being multicultural race-wise as well, and age-wise, and gender-wise, and orientation-wise, and lifestyle-wise, right? And the thing is, it's really hard. There has to be a lot of like this sort of, let's take a step back and not react so quickly and see how things play out and apologize and say, I'm sorry. I heard somebody say that liberals are very welcoming, except when it comes to conservatives. And I have to say that I agree. As a liberal myself, I have to agree that it is easier to say, you're so close-minded, I can't even talk to you. But I think it's harder and I think healthier to stop and say, I don't agree with you, but how does this affect a healthy life? Is this something that is worth fighting? Is this something that we can just agree that we look at differently? Now, I've known this for a little bit. I've been doing multicultural work for a long time, probably most of my life. But there's something more that I learned recently. Sometimes, when you're trying to be inclusive, I have to think about what is the effect that this is going to have on people. And this kind of way to look at things really depends on where people are culturally, where they find themselves demographically and culturally. What I'm trying to say is, sometimes what is life-giving for me, what makes sense, what makes me feel closer to God is not the same thing that makes my sister and my brother feel closer to God. And even if I don't agree, even ideologically, sometimes theologically, is this life-giving? Is this taking this person to the same kind of abundant life that I think God has called us to be in, to life, to a life that we enjoy and to share other people? And a lot of times the answer is yes. I have the privilege of sharing the pulpit and ministry with a colleague who is also Hispanic, but a good deal more conservative than me. And I have had a great time and I've learned a lot because I have stepped back and be quiet and respect the fact that this person is also called by God. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm thankful that in the last few months I have learned to kind of wait it out, to see how this kind of perspective is going to play out. Not just how it applies to me and how I respond and how I receive God, how I learn from God, how I experience God. But is this going to bring life and life more abundant to this life, to this person, to this family, to this community? Remembering that communities are not made just of people like me. There's a diversity, and that means that people receive and understand God in different ways. So this is what I've learned about myself in the last few months, and I hope it means something to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll share some more faith with you sometime soon. Blessings.